What's going on, guys? Balkan Architect here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you a free Revit plugin that allows you to transfer parameters from one family to another. Now, this is a particular problem that one of the members on my website has emailed me about. He had issues where he had these families that come from a manufacturer where they have loads of these important parameters, but then he needed to transfer that to a different family, which he modified or created himself. And this is a common issue, and luckily there is a free plugin as a solution, which is something that I'm going to be sharing with you now. Now, before we actually get into Revit, I would just quickly like to take a moment to ask you to check out my website, balkanarchitect.com. I'm going to link it up just below this video in the description, and then also up in the cards above. So make sure to check it out there. I upload all of my Revit courses. I've got over 130 hours of content, and there I can kind of take my time to go slowly, step by step, and explore all of the different important topics within Revit. Now, also there you can find some of my ready-to-go customized Revit templates. You can find some really high-quality Revit families, and we also have a plugin that might interest you too. Okay, now without any further ado, let's jump straight into Revit. And here we are in Revit, and for this project, for this demonstration, I'm just going to be using this simple house project, which is just one of the courses that I have on my website, where I show you how to create this simple project and just to do all of the annotation and everything like that. So I'm just going to be using this floor plan here. Okay, now if I go to the add-ins tab, and there you'll see we have the family parameters. So this is the transfer family parameters plugin. Now, if you want to check this plugin out, I'm also going to be linking that up in the cards above, and then also down in the description of this video too. Now, what I like about this particular plugin is the fact that it's here on the add-ins tab. So I really find it annoying when they place it here when you get a new tab, which can be useful for some plugins, but for something that's going to be used rarely, and like this one, for example, it's really good to have it here and it's not clogging up your main ribbon. Okay, so let's click on this now, and it's going to open it up. So it popped up on my second screen, but this is what that looks like. So basically here you find the family from which you want to transfer parameters from, and then here you assign to which family you're going to be transferring that to. So here in this case, if I just zoom in here, I've created a couple of these water closets. So if you check this one out, so this is my architecture design water closet. It's part of my architecture design template, and it has been designed to be very minimalistic. So all of the elements that you have there, all of the families, are supposed to be kind of just placeholders, just to kind of help you with your design, without kind of taking a design in its own direction. So they're designed to be really simple. And being simple, if you go to edit type, you'll see that we don't really have many parameters assigned here. Now, kind of on the contrast, if we select this family here, so this is the water closet, which I downloaded from BIM Object, I think, and this is straight from the manufacturer. Now, being straight from the manufacturer, that means that usually you get tons of parameters. So here, if I scroll down, here we have some links under identity data, then we have tons of IFC parameters, which are really important, and then we have some general parameters, and so on and so forth. So let's say I want to take all of those parameters from here and then assign it to my water closet family. Well, what I can do is just go here to family parameters. Okay, here we go. There, and now I can just find that. So it's under plumbing, which is really useful. You get here everything is sorted through categories, which I really like. It makes it a lot easier to find things. And then here I think it's this one, yeah, and then we can go to show parameters, and then you can either select all, or if you only want a few of them, you can then go and say, okay, I only want these uniclass and uniformat parameters, and I don't want anything else. In this case, I actually do want everything, so I'm just going to select everything, and then here I'm going to say I want to transfer that to, and then again plumbing fixtures, but in this case my architecture design water closet. And then finally here you have some options. So you have options to add either a prefix or a suffix to all of the parameters. So for example, here we have the cost, so I can say, I don't know, AD cost. So I can add that AD prefix to this. So I can just say that, and then also you have the option to replace parameter name. So if you want to replace a certain name, so for example this BOS, I can say replace BOS with something else. In this case, I don't want that, so I'm just going to add this AD prefix. Here, it's also going to report the number of instances that we have of this family inside of the project, which is also really useful. And then if I click OK, it's just going to do that job and just transfer those parameters from one family to the other. Here, it's reporting that we have transferred a total of 81 parameters. Here we have a list of them, and as you can see, it has added my prefix to all of them. So now if I select this family here, and if I go into edit type, here you will see I have all of those parameters with all of the prefixes that I have added to each one. And that's how this works. And now you can fill it out with your data for that particular family. So I think it's a really useful plugin. It's not something that you're going to use very often, but when you need it, it's really good to have it. So that's why I'm making this video. Now, please tell me in the comment section below, do you find this useful? Do you find this plugin interesting? And is this something that you found that you were looking for at some point, or do you have perhaps a different solution? So please tell me that in the comments. And also, if you want to get this project file that I'm using here, so if you want to get this house with all of the detailed plans, you can find that on my Patreon page, which I'm going to be linking up just below this video in the description, and then also up in the cards above. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to check out my website, balkanarchitect.com, for more Revit courses. There I have over 120 hours of content, and I'm adding more each week. Make sure to subscribe for more videos, and also I've added a video over there that might interest you as well.